Hello wrestling fans, Damian Nelson of the Pro Wrestling Report here with this Friday edition of PWR Express. We're going to talk about TNA Impact from last night along with WWE Superstars first. As it pertains to Superstars, a good show overall. I really like what Santino Marella is doing in the matchup, and I like the storyline progression between the Rey Mysterio and Dolph Ziggler situation leading into SummerSlam potentially with that big matchup that's going to be finalized at SmackDown this week. Good show, not as good as last week where we saw that match between John Morrison and CM Punk. However, a good entertaining hour of professional wrestling on WGN America. TNA Impact last night taunted this huge riot that would ensue. Very, very well executed by TNA. However, I thought it would have been better to have ended the show with that riot, but then they had another riotous situation at the end of the show. So very active and very, actually somewhat of an edgy Impact where the execution, again, I thought was very, very well done. So a solid TNA Impact this week. We'd like to hear your thoughts on Impact and Superstars from last night. And you can go ahead and send us your emails to comments@pwrshow.com or place your comments right here on this very page. Also, coming up in just a few hours, it's this week's edition of PWR Primetime. Be sure to check that out. We talk about the WWE Raw guest host situation, and we also give some more analysis on that big interview with Ken Anderson from this past Monday's ESPN radio show. And speaking of the ESPN radio show, this Monday night, on 540 ESPN, 10 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, our guest is Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash returns to the Pro Wrestling Report this Monday night, so be sure to tune in for that. Until this evening on PWR Primetime, this is Damian Nelson for the Pro Wrestling Report saying thanks for tuning in to today's edition of PWR Express.